What did Alex and Izzie's departures from Grey's Anatomy have in common? Why did Katherine's comments about her work earn her the label of diva? And how is she reviving her career after being nominated for Worst Actress twice? Hi, I'm Janet, and you're watching OSSA. Scrubbing in for the last time. Character departures from Grey's nearly always tug on our heartstrings. Yet, when Katherine Heigl was cast as one of the show's headliners in 2005, we'd never have guessed that her departure would come amid tears of a different kind. When she departed the show after only 5 years and 18 months before her contract expired, fans were shocked. But behind the scenes, Katherine's exit was years in the making. It started when the actress objected to several of her characters' storylines, even going so far as to call the affair between Izzie and George a ratings ploy. Then, 2 years ahead of her final episode, when she withdrew her name from the 2008 Emmy Awards. At the time, Heigl explained that she felt as though her sporadic appearances on Grey's over the 2008 season weren't enough for her to accept a nomination for the prestigious award. In fact, she felt that if she had accepted the nomination, she'd be doing her fellow actresses a disservice. She elaborated, "I did not want to potentially take away an opportunity from an actress who was given such materials." Sadly, not everyone saw Heigl's honest admission that way. Her critics viewed it as a criticism of Shonda Rhimes' show. Of course, Katherine apologized to the lady who launched her career. She explained during an interview, "I went into her office and I was just like, look, that was obnoxious. I apologize." She was actually really supportive. She was like, "I get it. I totally get it. I know you didn't mean it like that." But Katherine may be misremembering, because according to Shonda, the damage was done. In a later interview with Oprah, the Grey's creator explained her feelings at the time. She said, "On some level, it stung, and on some level, I was not surprised. When people show you who they are, believe them." However, Heigl continued to unintentionally put her foot in her mouth. Eventually, in 2010, the actress decided to call it quits with Shondaland for good. The truth we didn't see on screen. Katherine's exit from the show wasn't just a result of her newly minted label of being difficult or high-strung. As she explained, everyone had been working really hard to find an amicable and gracious way of letting go and moving on. It's sad, but it's what I wanted. In fact, her real motivation was something that Izzie would have approved of: a family. As the actress elaborated, "I started a family, and it changed everything for me. It changed my desire to work full-time." Katherine explained to Entertainment Weekly that the adoption of her daughter in 2009 hastened her desire to leave, but Shonda was well aware of her plans. The actress reminisced, "I told her that I wanted to start a family. I wanted to warn her, and she was really respectful and supportive. She wanted to try and figure out how I could do both. And I kind of wanted to do both, but there wasn't a great way to compromise the work schedule." Although Katherine wanted to continue working on the show, she refused to do it if it meant compromising her time with her daughter. The actress recalled, "Even though I know I'm disappointing the fans, and I know I'm disappointing the writers and my fellow cast members and the crew, I just had to make a choice." So she chose family. But then Katherine made another blunder. For anyone still outraged that Izzie didn't receive a farewell episode, we're about to blow your mind. According to Grey's current showrunner, Krista Vernoff, it didn't happen because Heigl didn't pitch up to shoot that day. While explaining Karev's departure during an interview, Krista let it slip that Izzie's exit didn't go to plan either. She continued, "We had planned to have her come back for an episode to really properly tie up Izzie and Alex, and I wrote that episode, and it was beautiful. The day before it was supposed to start shooting, we got a call that Kitty wasn't coming. It became my job to stay up all night for multiple nights and reimagine the script that didn't include Izzie." So for all the fans still angry about Izzie's farewell, there you have it. Well, not quite. Katherine was quick to dispute this, explaining that she took family leave to spend time with her baby. She added, "Before I was due back, I spoke again to Shonda about wanting to leave, waiting at home until I was given the formal okay. The rumors that I refused to return were totally untrue." Oof, who to believe? It's a small industry, and everyone talks. Katherine's depressing ability to say the wrong thing and her odd habit of misremembering exchanges with the Grey's bigwigs have had a devastating effect on her career. In 2007, she landed the lead in the film Knocked Up with Seth Rogan and continued to be outspoken. In fact, she even called the film a little sexist, explaining, "I'm playing such a bitch. Why is she being such a killjoy?" 98% of the time, it was an amazing experience, but it's hard for me to love the movie. Her co-star didn't share her sentiment, as Rogan told The Hollywood Reporter that he loved working with Heigl. He explained, "I felt like I would make a dozen movies with her and be whatever the version of Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan is. And then, when I heard afterward that she didn't like it, your trust feels somewhat betrayed." Sadly, this reinforced Hollywood's impression that Katherine was difficult to work with. Despite a few successful movies, like The Ugly Truth with Gerard Butler, the actress earned 2 nominations for Golden Raspberry Awards for the Worst Actress, winning one in 2012 for One for the Money. This made a startling contrast from 2008, when she was voted one of the most desirable Hollywood actresses in the world. Katherine Heigl's professional life became a nightmare. She told Howard Stern at the time that she was not coping, adding, "I was feeling completely like the biggest piece of on the bottom of your shoe. I was really struggling with it, and how to not take it all personally, and not to feel that there's something really deeply wrong with me. This insecurity affected how she thought of her work," Katherine recalled. "It was a weird time. I remember doing this little independent movie and just being afraid to say anything about anything. I remember wearing shoes a size too small because I was afraid to tell wardrobe that they weren't big enough, because I didn't want to be difficult. But that wasn't the end of it." When life imitates art. With her career in turmoil, Katherine's personal life was soon filled with insecurity. The actress admitted that after the birth of her son in 2016, her anxiety reached new levels, and it was scary. She explained that at the time, "I asked my mom and my husband to find me somewhere to go that could help me because I felt like I would rather be dead. I didn't realize how much anxiety I was living with until it got so bad that I had to really seek help." Heigl now admits that she feels bad about scaring her family that way, but she's also glad it happened, as she's learned some vital lessons, like how to be kind to herself. As the actress explained, "I've grown into accepting that ambition is not a dirty word, and that it doesn't make me less of a feminine, loving, nurturing woman to be ambitious and to have big dreams and big goals." Since she's spent time in therapy, she's addressed some of the issues, both personal and professional, that have held her back. She's starting with her image as a difficult diva and smashing it to pieces. After years of being terrified of committing another faux pas, she's now older, wiser, and less concerned about rumors. As she told Page 6, "I may have said a couple of things you didn't like, but then that escalated to, she's ungrateful. Then that escalated to, she's difficult. And that escalated to, she's unprofessional. Now I'm 42, and that pisses me off." With her newfound confidence, we can't help but wonder if she'd consider ever returning to Grey's. Although she was against the idea in 2017, when she thought a reappearance by Izzie would be distracting, Katherine seems to have changed her mind. In January 2021, Heigl told Entertainment Weekly that while she's pretty focused on her newest project, she's not adverse to a Grey's reunion. She elaborated, "I would never say never. We'll hold thumbs." A poorly resuscitated romance. While fans were outraged at Justin Chambers' exit from Grey's in 2020, Katherine Heigl knew nothing about the drama his departure had started. After admitting that she has stopped watching the show, it's no surprise that she only learned about her former on-screen lover's departure nearly a year later. And if that didn't make you cringe, her reaction sure as heck will, because it turns out that Katherine Heigl is Team Joe. When Entertainment Tonight filled Heigl in on Alex's departure, instead of being pleased that her character had been revived, at least in name, she was appalled. She was so shocked that after confirming that Alex was married to someone else, asked, "Listen, isn't that an move?" Ouch! While many fans are inclined to agree with her, Krista Vernoff previously explained that their options for Alex's exit were limited because, just like with Katherine, the actor wasn't available to film the farewell. That left the show with 3 equally unattractive options: kill him, have him alive but unseen in Seattle, or have him reunite with Izzie. Not only was Katherine vocal about Alex's less than stellar exit, but it seems to have once again influenced her decision to return to Grey's. She added, "I think it would just be completely dependent upon the team over there, how they feel about it, and the story." However, with no confirmation from Shondaland about a possible story that could accommodate a return, who really knows what to expect? A light at the end of the tunnel. After struggling to defend her reputation and career for the decades since her exit from Grey's, Katherine Heigl has finally found a new project that she loves, and it's all thanks to Netflix. When the streaming giant decided to adapt Kristen Hanna's novel, Firefly Lane, to a series, Katherine knew it was the perfect role for her, particularly with its focus on sisterhood and friendship. Apart from a starring role, Heigl is also the series' executive producer, and she's loving every second. She elaborated, "I spent a lot of years just being the actor hired. I feel now I have enough experience and enough wisdom to have a voice, to collaborate about character, about story, about cast. It's about having a seat at the table." And she's not the only one excited about the project. Her fans have been showing their love and showering the actress with well wishes and love across her social media accounts. But Firefly Lane isn't the only current project bearing Heigl's name. She also appeared as Samantha Wheeler on Suits, will soon star in a series called Our House, before she starts filming a new movie called I Saw a Man with Yellow Eyes. And with so many projects in the pipeline, it seems that 2021 may just be Katherine Heigl's year. If you liked this, check out our other videos featuring the Grey's cast. And until then, stay awesome!